Welcome to ICan Training Institute. My name is Nilesh and we are studying general knowledge. The topic for today is India, size and location. Is the first chapter that we are going to study. So what is size and what is location? So size is essentially the extent or the landmass that a country or an area covers. A location is where exactly on the globe or on the map we would find that country. So what do we know about India? Well, yes, there are a lot of things that we know. We live in this country, we are proud of it. We are very proud to be Indians, but what do we know? What is the extent? How big is India? If you compare it with other countries, is it very large? What is the population? What is the type of administrative structure we have? What are the geographical locations we talk about, right? How many countries border it? How big is the coastline? Do we have a coastline? How big is the coastline? Do we have any islands as well? So all those questions are going to be answered in this particular class. Apart from that, what we are going to do is that we are going to see how India fares with the rest of the world. It's a very brief snapshot. There are a few maps that we'll have a look at. Most of these maps are not to scale, but yes, they give a very fair idea of how the system is, right? So let us start. So what is the official name of India? It's the Republic of India. The Republic of India. Why is it called the Republic of India? Of course, when we study Indian polity, it will be much more clearer to us. But it is called the Republic of India because the head of the state, which is the president, is elected. Where do we find this Republic of India? We find it mostly on the passport. If you have a passport, you will see that the words are very clearly mentioned that it is a Republic of India. Apart from Republic of India, there is another name which is called Bharat Ganrajya. Bharat Ganrajya. That is also what is written. So it is written in and then there is a very prominent symbol that you see on the passport, which is the Ashok Stambha. The Ashok Stambha, our national emblem. It is a very powerful, it's called the lion capital. It's a very powerful, it's a very conspicuous symbol that we see. It's a symbol that represents the heart of this nation. Now the capital is New Delhi. What is the area of this country? How big actually is India? So the area is 3.287 million square kilometers, or if you look at it in Indian numbers, 32 lakhs 87,000 square kilometers. That is the extent of it is the 7th largest country in the world, right? It is the 7th largest country. Population over 1.4 billion. We just overtook China, although it's yet to be official, but we just overtook China to become the most populous country in the world. So we have a population of over 1.4 billion people. It is 1.4 billion hearts that beat for this nation. Now latitude. So we'll see very simply what latitudes are. If we say that this is the globe, so these are all the latitudes, the horizontal lines. These are the latitudes. So where is India located? It's located at somewhere they say 8 degree north and 37 degree to the south. Then what is the longitude? So here is the latitude, 8 degree and the 37 degree somewhere here. And then we have the longitude, which is longitudes are the vertical lines. Longitude we are at 68 degree east to 97. Will of course says. What is the north-south extent of the country? It's 3,214 kilometers. The east-west is 2,933 kilometers. Let's just have a look at all these figures. So let us look at these figures. As we see, this is the easternmost point, and from here if you come here, this is the westernmost point, this is the northernmost point, and from here if you go down, this is the southernmost point. So this is the east west This is the north south, right? That is then where are we in terms of latitude? We are somewhere here. So this is the latitude here, this is the latitude, so almost, and this is the here the latitude, and this is the latitude here. So if you look at it, we are at 37 degrees here, or almost 8.4 here, because we have Andaman Nicobar also, we have Lakshadweep here as well, and then we have the longitude, which here if you look at here, it's close to some 67 degree east and those. So this is how vast or how big the country is. Now let us look at the extent of the country. Here from this point it is 97 degree 25 minutes, right? This is east, and 68 degree 7 minutes, this is east, right? This is north. So we are in the northern and the eastern part of the hemisphere. This is again north. So 8 degree 4 minutes north, 37.6 degree east, that is the one point, and here we have 68.7, 97.25, all this is east, right? Then we have this standard meridian, which is the thing that we use for calculating the time. Then here we have 2009 and 3214 kilometers, that is the extent. So here if you see, there is a line that crosses through this there, which is called the Tropic of Cancer. We'll again have a look at it. So there is only one latitude which passes through. There are major latitudes. There are we have the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Arctic Circle, the Antarctic Circle, and the equator. But it is only the Tropic of Cancer that passes through the country of India. So the Tropic of Cancer, which is at 23 degree 30 minutes north, right? It passes through the country, and it passes through the center of India through 8 states almost: Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Mizoram. Then as we saw, what is the standard meridian? It is at 82 degree 30 minutes east, that is the Indian Standard Time, and it is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of GMT. So if you have the GMT and hour is here, so their difference is 5 hours and 30 minutes. Now the standard meridian passes through Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh, and also it is located at the town of Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. So in Mirzapur, that standard meridian or that calculation is done. So what is the southernmost point of India? So when I say southernmost point of India, what I am talking about is the whole of India, including the islands. So that is the Indira point in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It's at almost 8 degrees and something. And what is the southernmost point of Indian mainland? That is Kanyakumari. So it's called Cape Comorin near Kanyakumari. That is the right. So that is where what happens is, it is the southernmost point. At this point, if you are going north, you will turn like this. Yeah, if you are going south, you will turn north. Now, where does India lie? So India lies in the northern and eastern hemisphere. So if you take the Greenwich Mean Time and you take the equator, what happens is, on the right hand side, yeah, in the northern and eastern part, India lies. Also, what happens to India? Let us look at it. Here there is the Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean, the Bay of Bengal, and the Himalayas. So in the Himalayas to the north, Arabian Sea to the west, then we have the Bay of Bengal to the east, and the Indian Ocean to the south. And as I said, the time zone is UTC plus 5:30. So 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of the Greenwich Mean Time. Now let us look where India is. So the Greenwich, the UTC or the Greenwich Mean Time is somewhere here, right? So here is the equator, and we are in this part. India is here. Now if you look at the Tropic of Cancer, it passes right through the middle of the country, almost dividing India into 2 parts. So this is how it looks. So which are the states that the Tropic of Cancer passes through? Let us look at the states. This is a very nice map. The first is, of course, Gujarat. Second is Rajasthan. Here you see the Rajasthan, right? Third is Madhya Pradesh. Then we have Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh is here. Then we have Jharkhand, the new state of Jharkhand. Then West Bengal, right? Here it goes into Bangladesh. Then there is Tripura and then Mizoram. It goes beyond that. So the Tropic of Cancer. So what happens is, if you see the movement of the sun, actually is from the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn. So if you see, a large part of India actually falls in this zone where there is ample sunlight. Now let us look at India's location relative to other countries. If we look at India's location relative to other countries, what are the countries to the different sides of India, and what are the, in which area or which side do they lie? So let us look at north and northeast. So north, this is north and this is northeast. So in the north we have China, we have the autonomous region of Tibet also here. Then we have Nepal and Bhutan. Nepal and Bhutan. These are the three countries that lie to the north and northeast. So exact north there is China. Here it is still China, right? Then let us look at south. If we look at south, if you look at the south, there are two countries. They do not have land border with India, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Then let us look at east. East, we have two countries. Here we have Myanmar, which almost borders all our seven sisters, and then we have Bangladesh, which borders West Bengal and the other seven sisters. Then the northwest. Northwest, we have two countries again, right? We have Pakistan and Afghanistan. These are to the northwest. Look at the exact west, we have the Arabian Sea. So northwest, south without any borders, east and north we have land borders, we have big land borders. But apart from that, if you look at exact west or south, there are no countries. We do not have any land borders because of the sea or the water bodies. And let us look at what, because we have all these countries to different portions, let us look at how the borders are. So let us first look at Bangladesh. Bangladesh is here, right? Now it has a border which stretches this from West Bengal, right? Then we have Meghalaya, then we have Tripura, and we have parts of Mizoram. So it's West Bengal here. Here there is Assam, the small part of Assam. Then there is Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Wonderful. Then we have Bhutan. Bhutan has a very small border with India, because if you see, all this is the border with China. This is the only part where Bhutan has a border with India. This is the only part where Bhutan has a border with India. So what are the states? If you look at here, there is Sikkim on the west, Arunachal Pradesh to the east, and a very slight sliver called West Bengal. And here they have Assam. So this is Arunachal Pradesh, Assam. It's surrounded on the southern side. So Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, West Bengal and Assam. It is with the Bhutan. Then let us look at China. China has a very fractured border with India, what you call a fractured relationship, right? So how does the border of China fare? We will look at the McMahon line, which was the line that demarcated India and China during the time of independence. The first is Ladakh. Ladakh is a new union territory. It's a new union territory. It was formed after the split of Jammu Kashmir. The state of Jammu Kashmir was split into two union territories. Jammu and Kashmir became one union territory. Ladakh is other union territory, right? Then we have Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh, it has a border with China. Again we have Uttarakhand. Okay. Then this whole is Nepal. Then we have Sikkim. Between Nepal and Bhutan, there is the state of Sikkim, which has again has a border of China. If you look at it, Sikkim is surrounded by foreign countries on all three sides: Nepal, Bhutan, and China. We'll see that, right? And then we have Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh, the old name was NEFA, Northeastern Frontier Area. It is now called Arunachal Pradesh, which literally means the area of the or the region of the rising sun, Arunachal. Okay. Now let us look at Myanmar. So Myanmar is exactly on the eastern side of India, eastern side, right? So what are the states? The first is Arunachal Pradesh, right? So Myanmar, we have Arunachal Pradesh is there. Then we have Mizoram, Nagaland, Manipur. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 states: Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh. These are the states. Then let us look at Nepal. So if you look at Nepal, Nepal is exactly like it's situated between China and India. So what are the states? First is Uttarakhand, a large part is Uttar Pradesh, then Bihar, some part of West Bengal, and Sikkim, right? So Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Sikkim, and West Bengal. Now Pakistan. Pakistan, we have to look at only the Radcliffe line. Pakistan, we'll just look at the Radcliffe line. So what are the states? Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, right? So Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan, and Gujarat. These are the states: Punjab, Rajasthan, and Gujarat. Then let us look at Afghanistan. That is the Durand line. So Afghanistan, actually right now we have a small issue because there is the Pakistan. It is there is an illegally occupied part here. But this portion, right? This portion of Ladakh actually had. So the state of Jammu Kashmir, we can say that it had a direct border with Afghanistan. But then it is now under illegal occupation, which is which is contested, which is debated. So if you see, we call it POK, Pakistan Occupied Kashmir. That is the point. So that border with Afghanistan is currently in POK, but it is a part of India itself. It is a part of India. It is sovereign. It is a part of the sovereign territories of India. But then, right now, it is under POK occupation. But in the map, it is still a part of India. Now, if you see, India is actually a peninsula, which means it is surrounded by water on 3 sides. What are the 3 water bodies that surround India? The first is the Arabian Sea, the second is the Bay of Bengal, and the third is the Indian Ocean. So that peninsular structure means that a lot of Indian states are going to have coastlines. And India as a country will also have a big coastline, because apart from the peninsular structure, we have what we call islands. We have a group of islands. We have Lakshadweep in the west and Andaman Nicobar in the east. So all these are a part of India. Now we have a coastline of approximately 7,000. We have a coastline of approximately 7,516.6 kilometers, and this includes the island territories of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, right? So all the island territories, depending on the coastline of those areas as well, we have calculated this coastline. And what do we have? We have the Bay of Bengal to the east, the Indian Ocean to the south, and the Arabian Sea to the west. Now what happens is, India's coastline touches 9 states and 4 union territories. So 9 states and 4 union territories have a coastline. They have a coastline, so they have direct access to the sea, right? Now there are, if you look at it very carefully, there are 2 plains: the western coastal plains, so from Gujarat in the north to Kerala in the south, and they pass through the states of Maharashtra, Goa, and Karnataka. We'll have a look at it. Then there are the eastern coastal plains, which stretch from West Bengal in the north to Tamil Nadu in the south. They pass through the states of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Now Gujarat has the longest coastline among the states. We'll see why. And also Andaman Nicobar has the longer coastline among the union territories, because it is a union territory and it is a collection of islands. A lot of islands are there in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So let us look at what are the coastlines in India. So first state is Gujarat. Gujarat has a huge coastline, 1600 kilometers. Why is it so? Because if you look at here very carefully, the coastline is like this. So it is not a straight line, it is not a continuous straight coastline, but it is in the form of some squiggles, because there is a gap here, there is a opening here. So that is why the coastline appears big. Okay. Then Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is a big state, 1076. What happens with Tamil Nadu is that if you look at it, here the coastline starts here, it comes here, then again it goes almost up to here. That is why the state of Tamil Nadu is a big coastline. Then we have Andhra Pradesh, 975 kilometers. Andhra Pradesh is a big state, starts from here and comes up to here, right? Andhra Pradesh also has a few important islands. One of the most important is Sriharikota, where we do our satellite launches. Then there is Maharashtra, 720, almost a straight coastline. No much difference, right? So it's a straight coastline, right? Then we have Kerala. Kerala is 580. This is Kerala. Here, it's a big, long sliver of land. Then we have Odisha, which is 485, starts from here. Then we have Karnataka, which is 320. This is Karnataka. This is 320. And then we have West Bengal, which is 210. So West Bengal is only here, and this is mostly Sundarbans. The Sundarban delta is here, right? And then there is Goa with 160. Goa has a very small coastline. It's a very small state. It's the smallest state, right? So this is how the coastline is different. So India has both a western and an eastern coastline. We are not even counting these islands here. These are separate, but these coastlines are there. Now we will look at the islands of India. So what are the major islands in India? So the country of India has two major groups of islands. What are those? They are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands to the east and the Lakshadweep Islands to the west. So they are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands. So we will have a few look at Andaman and Nicobar Islands. What are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands? How are they important? So we'll have a some so where is the Andaman and Nicobar Island located? If you look at it in the map, right, it is located from this point. If you look at it in the Bay of Bengal, it is located. It's a two sets of islands. There is Andaman Islands and there is Nicobar Islands. Those are different sets. So, right. Now, when was it established? Right. It was established as a union territory in 1956. So in 1956, we had the State Reorganization Commission, and they then started classifying states and union territories differently, and some were called as states and other were called as, right. Then the capital is Port Blair. This is Port Blair here, right. And right now it is called Sri Vijayapuram. In 2024, we renamed it to Sri Vijayapuram. Port Blair. Port Blair appears a very anglicized name, so that is why they called it Port. Now what is the number of islands? Almost 572 islands, but that also includes islets and rocks. So islets and rocks are croppings that come out of the sea. They are not very vast, right, but they are also considered, so the big. And out of these, only 38 are inhabited. So what do you mean by inhabited? Which means people are actually living them. Only on 38 islands people are living. So they are big enough for people to live and to carry on their day-to-day activities, their life. What are the major islands? So in the Andaman, it's North Andaman, Middle Andaman, South Andaman, Little Andaman, Great Nicobar, Car Nicobar, Havelock is a big island, Neil, Barren Island, which is the only confirmed active volcano in India. So we have Little Nicobar here, right? Then we have Car Nicobar Islands. This is Indira Point, which is the this is Great Nicobar. Here if you look at it, Little Andaman, Barren Island, right? Then we have Middle Andaman, South Andaman, North Andaman, all these islands are there. And between the Andaman Islands and the Nicobar Islands, there is the 10-degree channel. 10-degree channel separates the Andaman Islands from the Nicobar Islands. That is the 10-degree channel. Right? Now let us look at the area. It's huge. If you look at it, it's 8,249 square kilometers. That's the extent of the Andaman Islands. And what a lucky thing for us, because it is there in the Bay of Bengal, closer to the Straits of Malacca. It gives us the legitimacy, the right over the entire Bay of Bengal. And what is the separation? As I said, there is a channel. Andaman and Nicobar Islands are separated by the 10-degree channel. It's called the 10-degree channel because it goes from, if you see, this is 8 and 12, and it goes from the 10-degree, right? Then let us look at the Lakshadweep Islands. So Lakshadweep Islands are actually situated in the Arabian Sea, almost 200 to 400 kilometers, very close to Kerala. So very close to Kerala, right? Again established as a union territory in 1956, and the capital is Kavaratti. Kavaratti is here. Then what are the number of islands? 36 islands are there, much lesser, but only 10 are inhabited. 17 are uninhabited, which means people don't live there. There are even reefs and submerged banks. So a reef is like an outcropping in the sea, just a small. And then there are submerged banks, which means they were land, but then water levels rose and they came. Let us look at the major islands. So the first is Agatti, then we have Minicoy, Kavaratti is here, then Kalpeni, Amini, Androth, Chetlet, Kilton, Bitra. These are all major islands. So from, if you see Kozhikode or Kochi, right, these are the places from where they will come to this island. Now what separates the 9-degree channel? It separates the island of Minicoy from the, so Minicoy is much lower here, right? Minicoy is much lower here. Here there is a channel which is the called the 9-degree channel, because it is at the 9 degree. We saw Andaman and Nicobar, they had the 10-degree channel separating the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Here we have the 9-degree channel. Now let us look at the states and capital of India. Of course, I have given a list here, but let's go step by step. So Ladakh, again it's a union territory. We have Leh as the summer capital, and then we have Kargil as well, which is another capital. Then Jammu Kashmir is the union territory. Srinagar is the main capital. Jammu is the winter capital. Then we have Himachal Pradesh, the capital is Shimla. Punjab has Chandigarh as the capital. Chandigarh is also capital of Haryana, and again it's a union territory. So Punjab has Chandigarh and Haryana also has Chandigarh as capital. Uttarakhand, a comparatively new state, has Dehradun as the capital. Delhi, which is the union territory, has New Delhi as the capital. Then if you go to the west, we have Rajasthan, which has Jaipur as the capital. Then Uttar Pradesh has Lucknow as the capital. If you go to the west again, Gujarat has Gandhinagar as the capital. Bihar has Patna as the capital. Central India, if you go to central India, Madhya Pradesh has Bhopal as the capital. Then Chhattisgarh has Raipur. Jharkhand has Ranchi. West Bengal to the east has Kolkata as the capital, an iconic city. Now let us go to the Seven Sisters. We have Sikkim, Gangtok as the capital. Arunachal Pradesh, which has Itanagar as the capital. Assam has Dispur. Then Nagaland has Kohima as the capital. Imphal, the capital of Manipur. And for Mizoram it's Aizawl. For Tripura it's Agartala, and for Meghalaya it's Shillong. So we have 8 states here, almost forming the northeast part. Then we have 4 states. We have Odisha, which has Bhubaneswar. These 4 states here. In central India we have Chhattisgarh, we have Madhya Pradesh, we have Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan. To the west we have Gujarat. In the north, if you go, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, and the Union Territories of Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. Then if you go to the, if you go more south, if you go to the southern part, we have Maharashtra, which has Mumbai as the capital. Nagpur is the winter capital. Then we have Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana. Hyderabad actually used to be the capital of undivided Andhra, the erstwhile Andhra Pradesh. But then once it was bifurcated into Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad now remains the capital of Telangana. Andhra Pradesh has a new capital called Amravati. Then let us look at Panji is the capital of Goa. This further south if you go, Karnataka has Bengaluru as the capital, and then we have Lakshadweep, we saw Kavaratti as the capital, Andaman Nicobar, Port Blair, which is now called Sri Vijayapuram. Then we have Tamil Nadu, we have Chennai as the capital, Puducherry has Karaikal as the capital, right? So, and in Kerala, we have Thiruvananthapuram as the capital. So, these are all the capitals. If you go north to south, yes, we can even arrange it in alphabetical order. We can see we have Himachal Pradesh, Shimla, Jharkhand, we have Ranchi, Karnataka, Bengaluru, Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram, Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, Maharashtra, Mumbai. The list continues on the next page as well, right? So, it's the same thing. Manipur, we have Imphal, right? Manipur, we have Imphal. Meghalaya, we have Shillong. Mizoram, we have Aizawl. Like Nagaland, we have Kohima. Odisha, this is Bhubaneswar. Punjab, again, as we said, Chandigarh is there. Then Rajasthan, which is the largest state by area right now, it's Jaipur. Sikkim has Gangtok. Tamil Nadu, again, if you go to the south, Tamil Nadu has Chennai. Then we have Tripura, Agartala. Uttar Pradesh, we have Lucknow. Uttarakhand, Dehradun, it's on the top. West Bengal, again we have Kolkata. So, what are the union territories? Let us have a look at the union territories. So, what are the capital of the union territories? So, Andaman Nicobar Islands, as we said, it is Port Blair. It's in the Bay of Bengal. Then Chandigarh, it's again a union territory as well. The capital is Chandigarh. Chandigarh is here. Then we have Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu. It is Daman is the new capital, right? It is here between Gujarat and Maharashtra. Lakshadweep, we saw Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep, the capital is Kavaratti. This side. Then we have Delhi, it is the capital New Delhi. Delhi comes here, right? Then we have Puducherry on the eastern coast. Here it is Puducherry. And Ladakh, Ladakh is the biggest here. JNK is the capital Leh. And the last is Jammu and Kashmir. Capital is Srinagar and Jammu. So these are the capital. So we saw what is the how India is differentiated or politically, how it is organized politically, how it is organized in the terms of geography. We saw a very broad outline. We did not go into the specifics. Of course, as we go forward, we will go into the specifics as well. So, as a broad outline, if you look at it, India was how India is organized, what are the states, what are union territories. Union territories come under the direct control of the central government. And apart from that, what we saw is that how what is the size of India, where it is located, what are the different geographical features that pass through it, like the Tropic of Cancer and other things. How big is India's coastline, which state has how much of coastline. All these things we saw in this class. One of the main reasons of this class is to introduce you to the vastness, the richness, and the vast tapestry that is our country, that is India. So lastly, we can always say we are proud to be Indian, and I love my India. Right? We are all proud to be Indian. We are proud of this nation. It's a growing nation. It's a nation on the rise. It's a nation that is just started. So we don't need like a direction. The Westerners say that is South Asia and all. No. We are a country of over 1.4 billion people. We don't need a cardinal direction to tell you where we are. We are Indians. We are proud of being Indians. So I hope you have liked this lecture. This is a new start to the GK point. And I am sure if you like it, you will please don't forget to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. You're going to find all these lectures on those channels as well. And I hope you like this lecture. Hope you stay with us. Goodbye and have a great day. Thank you.